in the world. But for Dr. George Yancopoulos, his passion for science is all about transforming other lives, starting with the ones closest to home.
Capturing young minds. There's nothing more important than that for our future.
The fact is that ArtsWestchester and Regeneron are of like minds. We're both trying to inspire young people to be the creative thinkers of tomorrow.
That's why I'm a big believer in putting the A in STEM and turning it into STEAM.
I really enjoyed it when the ArtsWestchester STEAM exhibit came to our campus and essentially infiltrated every working space within the company.
Kids want to be creative, and we just have to give them the outlets. And the more we do it, we can capture their minds and their hearts, and we can get more kids involved in the arts and the sciences, which go together.
I really think that actually having the arts in a scientific environment is just really wonderful.
You have to pull so many different disparate elements in and sort of swirl them together into new ideas, or else science would stagnate.
He's an out-of-the-box type of person, so he's not going to do science like everyone else does it.
Instead of saying that people think outside of the box, I think George thinks like really far away from the box.
George has created a discovery environment at Regeneron that is rooted in data and truth.
Science is a great place to express the same sort of creative abilities as one has in the arts.
George Yancopoulos is our kind of guy. He's a brilliant scientist, but he's also a gifted artist.
If you think about creativity and intuition, and that's what makes him special.
Now, science can also be artistic.
He sees possibilities where there are none.
Similarly to how an artist has to think about what to do when he's faced with an empty canvas in front of him, the same thing happens to a scientist when trying to figure out how to solve a problem.
There's a spirit of innovation and discovery at Regeneron, and that's why we love working with them.
So just as an artist takes colors that are already known and swirls them together and creates new combinations, a really creative scientist like George has to take little dribs and drabs of the tools and knowledge that's out there and swirl them together to create something.
I think the reason George appreciates art is because he looks at science in a similar way that great artists look at everything else in order to generate their art.
We had a meeting with George, and one person will say something, and another person will say something, and another person will say something, and he'll stop. And all of a sudden you see the gears turning, and he's, guys, guys, guys. And then this brilliant new idea comes out, and the marker goes up to the whiteboard, and we're trying to follow along, and we see this beautiful piece of scientific artwork unfold.
I know if I'm in a room with these people and we push each other, we're going to come up with something great.
And really understands that everything is dependent on perspective. It's not just what's there, but it's how you look at it and how you see it.
And so in many ways, as one of the best scientists in the world, he is the ultimate artist.